So this guy did it all in more ways than one. Now, he was one of the top juniors to come into the NHL in the 1970s. Eventually played with Darryl Sittler, Danny McDonald, Bobby Hull, Gordie Howe, Murray Lemieux, Blaine Stoughton, Mike Rogers, yada yada yada. So who's this great guy you're talking about? Well, he also crippled LaFleur in the 1980 playoffs. You getting warm? Well, we're going to talk about the curious case of Pat Boutette. Now, Pat Boutette, born March 1st, 1952, played center and left wing and right wing. He came to major prominence with Minnesota Duluth of the WCHA, where he put up two very strong consecutive seasons in the NCAA. He was the Minnesota Duluth Rookie of the Year in 71 and scored a hat trick in Minnesota Duluth's 15-3-1 at Minnesota on December 1771, which was one of Minnesota Duluth's biggest victory over the crosstown rivals. Now at 5'8", 175, he wasn't the biggest player on the ice, but he was known for his defensive abilities and devastating checks. Now after his second year with Duluth, he was selected 139 overall by the Maple Leafs. Now his rookie debut came against Chicago, and he wore the very prestigious number 15 for Toronto and Pittsburgh for a number of seasons. Now Boutette's years in Toronto were quite strong, and he played. He would never really miss a game. He played numerous consecutive games for both squads. Now his first season with Toronto, he had 32 points. Second, he had 36, 18 goals. And 78 in their semifinal run. He had a great year. 17 goals in the regular season, 36 points, and 6 points in the playoffs. Now in 79, he ended up with 33 points. But after a rough start in 79-80, where he didn't score his first 32 games with Toronto, he was let go to Hartford, which changed the fortunes of the Montreal Canadiens that year. Now Bobby Hull and Gordie Howe were playing on the Hartford Whalers, a squad that met Montreal, the four-time defending Cup champions, in the first round of the best of five. And Boutette, in probably one of the biggest checks in NHL history, either hurt the knee or hurt the hip of Guy LaFleur and head over tea kettle, and he didn't play for the rest of the playoffs. Now, LaFleur injury caused, in part, Montreal losing to Minnesota in the next round, stopping their four-time Stanley Cup run. And I think the Islanders in Minnesota later sent a thank you letter to Boutette. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Now, he eventually ended up, after an 80-point season in Hartford in 81, he ended up in Pittsburgh and was a stalwart for Pittsburgh over 3 seasons before ending up back in Hartford in 85. Now, he ended his career with 171 goals, 282 assists for 453 points in 756 games, with 24 points in 46 playoff contests. Now, won numerous awards and honors. He won the Hartford Keys Award Unsung Hero in 79-80, Pittsburgh McCracken Award for Unsung Hero in 82, Pittsburgh Gray Award Players Player in 83, and the Pittsburgh Playoffs Goals Leader Award in 82 with Tree. Now in Hartford, he played on one of the most interesting lines in Hartford history. It was called the Bash, Dash, and Stash line with Mike Rogers and Blaine Stoughton. Now, he left Hartford the first time on June 29, 81, when he and Kevin McLennan were awarded to Pittsburgh as compensation for Hartford's signing of restricted free agent Greg Millen. Now, he played in 611 consecutive games from 76 to 84, and the streak was his 5th longest in NHL history when it ended on October 30, 1983. Now, and of course, he missed part of that year in 83 with a pulled groin. Now, he's Pittsburgh's interim captain for most of the second half of the 84 season, and he was one of Murray Lemieux's first NHL teammates and line mates on occasion with Pittsburgh in 85. Now, he also played for Canada at the World Championships in 81, helping the team to a 4th-place finish. Now, he was the NCAA West All-America first team in 73, All-Star second team also in 73, Minnesota Duluth MVP in 73, Minnesota Duluth Athletic Hall of Fame in 97. He was drafted by Miami in the WHA draft in 72. He also had good stats in the CHL. He played on the regular season champion in Oklahoma City in 74. and he was also part of the AHL regular season champion in Binghamton in '85. Now, he was a RPI Invitational All-Star winner in '73, and after retirement went into hospitality industry after his retirement, first working in Toronto and then buying the Doctor's House Banquet Hall and restaurant in Clydeburg, Ontario in '91. He ran and established establishment from '91 to 2001 before turning to real estate. Now, he also became active in the Toronto Maple Leafs alumni after retirement and eventually became the organization's president. Now, his two most well-known nicknames were Booter and Bash, and also, if you ask Leaf Nation what he think of this player, he said we shouldn't have got rid of him, but if you got rid of him, you wouldn't have crippled Guy LaFleur. So, as Boston has Bucky Dent, Guy LaFleur fans have Pat Boutette. So, but Pat Boutette was a fan favorite in Toronto, and I never understand why Ballard got rid of him. But if you don't score in 32 games, I don't know how much you can do. So, thanks for listening. That's the Legend of Pat Boutette. Bye bye.